Hello and welcome back to Josh on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about distance control with your wedges. Now I'm going to give you 3 simple steps of how you can control your distances a lot better with these really important clubs in your golf bag. Okay, we're going to look at 2 numbers, vertical launch angle and backspin. Now vertical launch angle is how high the ball is launching. Backspin is obviously how much backspin you are producing. These numbers will vary on the ball you use, how dirty your clubs are, whether your ball is in the rough, there's some grass interaction between the club face and the ball. This all produces a different launch and backspin. So how you control the distance is by getting that launch consistent and getting the backspin consistent is ultimately going to give you a specific flight and a distance off of these shots. So the lower the backspin and the higher the launch, the ball will probably go further. The lower the launch and the more backspin, you're probably going to have that more under control. So my money point for when I'm hitting my wedges good is between 24 to 30 degrees, and that goes all the way up to probably around about 100 yards all the way down to 40-50 yard shot. And the backspin, I times the number whatever I'm hitting. So let's say I'm hitting a 60-yard shot, I'll times that number by 100 to get obviously 6,000 spin. So if we're hitting an 80-yard shot, we should be getting 8,000 spin. So that's the rule of thumb I use for my launch angle and backspin. All going to be done from having clean grooves, a good golf ball, and obviously a good lie. But you know, these numbers become a lot harder to judge when you're coming out of rough, you got dirty grooves, and you're using a top flight. So yeah. Okay, so rounding up them first 2 points, we've got a clean club face and we know that we're looking at launch angle and backspin to control that number. So how do we control that number? I do it by length of backswing. So for me, I get my most lofted club, which is my 60 degree, and we're going to swing to 9 o'clock. So my left arm is going to be at 9 o'clock on a clock face. I also call this left arm parallel to ground. And we're going to have 3 positions that we swing this left arm to, or your lead arm if you're left-handed. So we're going to go, first swing is going to be 9 o'clock or lead arm parallel. Then we're going to go to 10 o'clock. I also like to call this left lead arm level with the right shoulder. So you can see that my lead arm is level with this right shoulder, and then we've got full swing. So I've got 3 length of backswings that I control my distances with. So I grab my most lofted club, which is my 60 degree, and we're going to go to 9 o'clock and put a good swing on it all the way through. So let's see what we come out at. And hence why I put it at about 60 yards, because I know that my 9 o'clock number is around 60 yards. So probably should have carried there. You can see the launch was up, spin rate was down, hence why it ran out a bit more. But look, we're still near our 60-yard golf shot. So that's my first number. Okay, my second number is 80 yards with my 60 degree. So we're going to go to left arm parallel to the right shoulder, 10 o'clock. This one's pretty good, 79. And there we go. Pretty good number. So I have 60 yards with a 9 o'clock parallel. I have a 10 o'clock swing, left arm to right shoulder, which is 80 yards. And then a full swing with 60 is around about 95. But let's check it out. Okay, that's a better swing. First one was terrible. Right, so 95 yards is my full swing with 60. So I'm going to repeat that same process now with my second most lofted club, my sand wedge, 56 degree. Okay, so now we're going 56 degree to 9 o'clock swing. Should be around the 75 yard mark. Good launch, good spin. Perfect. Really well controlled golf shot. And you can start to see that some of these numbers start to overlap. So now I've got a lower trajectory on a 95-yard shot. So, you know, I've got two options. I can hit a full swing 60 degree, you know, get it coming in a bit softer with a bit more spin. Or, you know, we can go to the sand wedge and produce a little bit of a lower ball flight. Maybe a touch short here, skid on. Not a bad golf shot, but as you can see, you're starting to get some real control from them length of golf swings. Okay, and now we've got the full swing with the 56. Just a little short, a bit spinny. But as you can see, it's around about my number. Okay, and now lastly, my lowest lofted wedge is my 52 degree. So now we're going to go 9 o'clock swing, 85 yards. Very low. This one might skid, hit the flag. Oh, not bad. But that's a, you know, a very low trajectory there. But, you know, that shot serves a purpose. If you've got a back pin and you want to skid one up, absolutely perfect. Okay, so this one overlaps with the sand wedge. Obviously, that's a full swing sand wedge. We've now got the 10 o'clock swing with the 52, a little bit lower flight and less spin. You know, is going to produce a lower launching golf shot, a little bit more release. You know, a shot that I'd probably play to a back flag versus when the pin's at the front, I'm going to go 56, try and bring it back to it. And last but not least, my full 52. Touch to the left, but number was pretty close to our overall goal. So that's how I control my distances with my wedges, and something that has really helped take my game to the next level. You know, arguably this is a scoring zone. So when I start to get driver into play, these are the numbers that pop up a lot. And also as well, arguably I would say a saving zone for your game. What I mean by that is if you get into trouble and you wedge it out to a certain distance, this is where these can really help you. You know, let's say I've dialed in that 80-yard number and I know that I'm, you know, so good from that number. I've hit it behind a tree and I can leave myself a number. We're going to leave ourselves that 80-yard golf shot. You know, produce that 10 o'clock backswing, dial it into the number and hopefully save the par. So not only are these clubs going to help you make birdies, these clubs are going to help you make the pars as well. So if you did learn something new in that video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all for the next one.